is the working relationship of Raila Molo Odinga and William Samoei Arap Ruto going to work beyond 2027 presidential election? And if that relationship is going to work, what is actually needed to make sure that the relationship between these two political leaders works? Because we have been seeing in ODM as a political party that the leader of ODM seems to be working with President William Samoei Arap Ruto. But if you look at the Secretary General, Edwin Sifuna is pointing out that the relationship between UDA and ODM as a political party is actually dead. And ODM is going to have a presidential candidate let come 2027. And Edwin Sifuna has said it that if ODM is going to work with UDA beyond 2027, then he is going to resign from ODM as a political party. But we have been told by Opiyo Wandanyi, who is a very close associate of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, that the relationship between UDA and ODM, the relationship between President William Samoei Ruto and Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is actually going to work beyond 2032. Who is saying the right thing between Opiyo Wandanyi and Edwin Sifuna? So today, we are actually going to look at these two leaders between Sifuna and Opiyo Wandanyi. Who is saying the truth? And is the relationship between ODM and UDA going to go beyond 2027? But before we dive in and try to dissect all that, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it is good to request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to smash the bell button, because by doing that, you give YouTube permission so that you can get notified to watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. And for those ones who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you and may God bless you all abundantly. Now, let us come back to the topic. Between Opiyo Wandanyi and Edwin Sifuna, who is saying the true position of the relationship between UDA and ODM? I feel that Edwin Sifuna is on his way out of ODM. And what Edwin Sifuna has not known, that whenever you oppose Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga position, then you will never be spared. At the end of it all, you are going to move out of ODM. And Edwin Sifuna has never learned to what happened to Ababu Namwamba. Ababu Namwamba today is politically irrelevant. He has not actually gained from the time when he was pushed out of ODM, when he was the Secretary General of ODM. He has tried so hard to come back politically. But were it not President William Samoei Arap Ruto, then we could not be talking about Ababu Namwamba. So Edwin Sifuna is also in his way out of ODM. So I believe that what Opiyo Wandanyi is actually saying, that the relationship between ODM and UDA is going to last until 2032. And 2027 is over. But there are some things which may make ODM not to work with UDA. One of the things I believe is that ODM demands to be given the deputy president. Let come 2027 presidential election, the position which is currently held by Kithure Kindiki. But if Kithure Kindiki could convince the entire Mount Kenya bloc to support William Samoei Arap Ruto, then the position of William Samoei Arap Ruto actually leaning to the side of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga will change, because it will be obvious that President William Samoei Arap Ruto will be looking at the huge Mount Kenya votes versus the votes which will be brought in by Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. And because the votes from Mount Kenya is a very sure bet for William Samoei Arap Ruto that is going to win 2027 presidential election, then he might maintain Kithure Kindiki to be the deputy president by then. But if the mountain is gone with Rigathi Gachagua, then you will find that President William Samoei Arap Ruto will be left with no option but to choose his deputy from ODM. And once he will choose the deputy, and probably the person who is going to be the deputy president is Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. And if Raila Amolo Odinga cannot assume that position, then probably Raila Amolo Odinga will actually choose somebody who is going to deputize President William Samoei Arap Ruto from ODM as a political party. So, the relationship between William Samoei Ruto, in my own understanding, is going to stay. Because once I look at the politics of Mount Kenya, I believe strongly that Mount Kenya is gone with Rigathi Gachagua, unless Rigathi Gachagua actually have an handshake with William Samoei Arap Ruto and supports Kithure Kindiki to continue being the deputy president of this republic, or the runmate of President William Samoei Arap Ruto, let come 2027. Something I don't see that it will happen. And therefore, I sometimes feel very sorry for Kithure Kindiki that if we cannot put more effort and hedge out Rigathi Gachagua and consolidate the entire Mount Kenya, and he makes himself to be the kingpin of Mount Kenya, then I feel that the position of deputy president, the person who is going to be the running mate of William Samoei Arap Ruto towards 2027 presidential election, is actually going to come from ODM as a political party. And for those ones who are actually following Edwin Sifuna, they must be told that Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has made a decision that he is going to support William Samoei Arap Ruto, let come 2027. On your own thinking, what do you think is the position of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga? Do you think Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is going to support President William Samoei Arap Ruto, or he is going to bolt out? And also, between Edwin Sifuna and Opiyo Wandanyi, who do you think hold the true position of the working relationship between UDA and ODM? Because as you have heard, Edwin Sifuna said that the relationship is already dead. But Opiyo Wandanyi has said that the working relationship between two political parties is going to go beyond 2032. What is you really say about all this? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to pump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to this YouTube channel, I say thank you and may God bless you all abundantly, because you always inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political conversation. Goodbye.